This model kit review is of the Nissan Skyline, the 2000 GTR, and it's a 1/24 scale model by Tamiya, and we've got some very nice box art here, some additional pictures there of the car, and some more pictures that's from the top and the bottom, and don't really have any dimensions anywhere. It's a little unusual, but let's have a look on the inside and let's see what we've got. Okay, well, let's start by having a look here at the body. I see the decals are inside here. Well, it's a very nicely molded body, and they've got the mold lines right here, so you get that nice crisp edge. Actually, it's fairly easy to sand off, but beautifully molded. These next sprues, these are molded in black. I don't see any engine parts. So here we've got our seats, and looks like the backs are going to need to be filled. And there's the rear seat. We've got the insides of the door cards there. Got an instrument panel, dashboard, steering column, steering wheel, and some wheels. It's all very nicely molded. Got some wheel arches here, and side mirrors, and a central console. Got some nice detail there. So over here we've got our chassis, spare tire there. Well, it looks like we are going to have an engine. Here's the other side. This is our brakes there. We've got a radiator, different suspension parts here. Here's our rear axle and drive shaft. More suspension parts, pedal box. There's some belts and pulleys for the engine, subframe. It's all very nicely molded. Okay, so here actually are the engine parts. There's the engine and the transmission. Got an oil tank, fan, battery. There's our brake booster there, and we've got exhaust parts. There's the exhaust. Here's our front hood and a little spoiler. And then we've got some chrome parts. That's very nicely chromed, actually. There's our front grille, bumpers, windshield wipers. I don't know why those are chrome. Okay, we've got some poly caps there, and some tires. These feel like they're vinyl, but they've got some nice tread there. And then lastly over here we've got our glass. This is beautifully molded. And looks like we have some silver transfers. Here are our decals we've got for the instruments there, and our license plate. Okay, let's have a look at our instructions. Here we've got some details here about the car. And colors, there, the colors needed there, and how they recommend painting it. So we've got the engine, so build all the engine parts there, and then mount that inside the engine bay. And build the suspension, so that's for the front suspension, and then the rear suspension, sorry, the rear suspension up. That's the subframe there for the suspension. Then the radiator and rest of the parts inside the engine bay. Here's the rear suspension. And then we've got the exhaust and wheel hubs going on. And start to build the interior. So there's the dashboard, central console, seats going in, and then door panels. And mount that all inside. Now we're going to put our wheels together, and then put the glass inside the body. We've got some metal transfers, shows you how to do that. Then you put our that's the engine hood, and it looks like it's got some hinges, so it should be able to go up and down. Now you start to build the front details for the outside, for the body, and then the rear. Next we mount the body on the chassis, and the final body details for the front and rear. Here is our paint decal guide. Not a whole lot of detail there because it's a car and not a whole lot of extra stuff to do there. But it's a good looking model, and it turns out it does have an engine, and it's very well molded.